Hey everybody. Wow, I feel like I should be making people throw their hands in the air and waving them like they just don't care. Anyway, no, that's not why you're here. Hey, I want to first and foremost say thank you so much for coming out tonight to see our movie. We love it, we put a lot of love into it, and we do appreciate you guys putting your eyeballs on the screen. And we also I want to give a thank you to HRC, who is our community sponsor for the film. I want to thank Desperado for representing, helping us get stuff out. Thank our other filmmakers. There's been some good stuff on the screen, and glad to be here. That's about it, unless you need me to sing something.
No, that's it.
All right. Cool.
Thanks, Mark. Like you said, the HRC here in Arizona is incredibly active, and they're doing so many things politically in the state of Arizona. And they have come on board as our community sponsor, and so I'm bringing David out from HRC to tell you what's going on with them and talk about why marriage matters, right? Why does it matter?
It matters a lot, actually, as you know. Thank you so much, Alan and the team of Desperado. Mark, congratulations on the success of the film. My name is David Martinez. I'm on the board of governors for the Human Rights Campaign. We are the nation's largest civil rights organization working for LGBT equality. As you know, here in Arizona, we've got a lot going on, but the main campaign we're working on is actually an education campaign called Why Marriage Matters. 16 states and counting now have the freedom to marry, and the next batch of states will include Arizona. So a colleague of mine from the Human Rights Campaign is walking around with cards where we're asking you to pledge your support for the freedom to marry here in Arizona. We have a lot of work to do, a lot of educating to do. So we are showing why marriage matters here in Arizona by profiling your couple, your stories, and others in Arizona to show why marriage matters, all in the hopes of raising awareness and education so that hopefully in 2016 we will bring to the ballot an initiative for the freedom to marry here in Arizona. The Human Rights Campaign is teaming up with the Freedom to Marry, ACLU, and other local partners to ensure that that happens. And before you know it, we can get married here in the state of Arizona, which would be really cool. So if you wouldn't mind filling out the card that was making their way around the theater and dropping them off on your way out tonight at the table with the HRC flag, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you again for having us.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for something that's gonna blow you away? Lots of laughs, a couple guns, some naked men, hot guys with guns.
Sex party bandits. They've hit 3 parties in 4 months. No one's going to report these because there are
too many famous faces and names.
You see, even Barnaby Jones here gets it.
Right, like it's an Nancy Drew, you're up.
Marcus Swift, Private Eye.
It must have been something they put in the drinks, a roofie or G or something in the cosmos.
There was something heavy here.
Really? Come on.
You need to back off.
We both want the same thing.
And cut. I'm a really, really huge fan.
I can't believe I just got to kiss you.
My name is Patricia. I'm Patrick's mother. How do you do? I'm nice.
Danny, look around. Producers, casting directors. These are the gays who run Hollywood.
Oh, that's it.
Who is it?
Pip Armstrong and his little black friend.
What the hell happened
Someone jumped me.
What?
When I started, you had to get up close and personal. Put your backs into it.
The scent of gardenias and entitlement filled the air.
I look for cat food, you go looking for clues.
What's the story with you and your boy?
He's my ex-boy.
You can do better.
What are you doing? It's Mom's. I thought we could use it. You're right. We should leave.
Why?
Somebody blew Sergio's head off.
We can't call the cops. Don't touch me. Got that gun. Use it.
Ew. I don't like this place.
Do you even know what you're doing with that gun?
Not really.
Great. Get out of here.
You get out.
I think they might have a few questions for you. So you think you can handle this audience? I mean, they're pretty pretty good with questions, so Marc's gonna take it on from here.
Hey guys, anyone have questions? All right, good night.
Where are you from?
Born and raised in Chicago, moved to Oregon, and now I live in Los Angeles. I see tons of you are from Chicago. Here.
Chicago.
Woo! Yeah, see? Running packs. Don't be shy. Any other questions? Oh yeah, of course.
How long did the film take to make?
Question was, how long did the film take to make? We shot it in 28 days. 28 days. And we did have to take a little break in between because when you work with independent film, money, you know, you have to kind of piece it together. Any filmmakers here would know that and they can tell you about that.
How long were your actual work days?
Oh man, they kind of ranged, and it's a funny story. About the same time that we started shooting this film, I also booked General Hospital. And so I was running from one set to the other set. So my work days could have been like 20 hours. But 20 hours of doing what you love is better than 8 hours of doing what you hate. You know? Well, for me anyway. Yeah. It was shot in Los Angeles. Los Angeles was a prominent character in the film, just as much as any of the other characters. Anyone that's from LA or has been there for a lot of times can tell that there were a lot of inside LA jokes, whether it be the taking directions at the very end or just some of the attitudes and behavior, some of the things that were considered important by some of the people there. So yeah, all in Los Angeles.
So what is happening with the film? Where is it going to go? And how can people see it?
That's a good question. So what's happened with the film is we've managed to get into film festivals around the world and around the country. And a lot of last year was spent going to some of the different cities. We have some more cities to which we'll be going. The movie has also been picked up and it's distributed by Wolf Entertainment. They were just down in Sundance trying to secure international distribution. I'll find out how it went when I get back home. There's also a sequel in the works to the film, Hot Guys Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. That's not really what the name is going to be. I just wanted to say that. But there's also a TV show being planned to be shot, directed all by Doug Spearman. And I'm as far as I know, I'm still in there unless something happens. Anything can happen.
You shot this around pilot for a TV series.
And that's exactly what they're doing. They're actually talking to 2 networks. The names of the networks I don't know, but to make a TV series out of it, to continue on as a TV series as well as the film. My acting history, I started pretty humbly. I just kind of walked into a theater in my college town after doing everything but acting, knowing that I'd want to do it all my life. And I wrote them a note and said, hey, I'm an actor, I'm this tall, I look like this is my phone number, I'll play anything. Just give me a call. And they called me and I ended up doing a musical review, which really is not necessarily up my alley, but I was happy they called, and so I did it, and that led to some plays, and that led to repertory theater. Repertory theater led to local commercials and films, and then when I hit a ceiling in Portland, Oregon, where I moved down to Los Angeles.
My next question is, what is your biggest challenge on the next film?
Can you say that one more time for me?
Next challenge on your film?
Oh, the next town in the tour of filming? I actually have to take a look at our schedule because new film festivals have been popping up out of the blue. There's probably some of which I'm unaware. No, there's plenty of which I'm unaware. But we'll just have to. If you want to look at the Hot Guys with Guns website, they'll list everything as it comes out.
Okay, how much have you been, been selling with all the movies that you've been making?
How many?
How much did you sell in a year with the video?
I'm so sorry.
How much did you sell in a year?
How much with it?
How much did you sell in a year?
Oh, how many films did we sell in a year?
Yeah.
I don't actually know, to be honest. Those numbers, I guess, will come out after we release it, because it'll be released actually, limited release in April of this year, and Netflix in May of this year. So after that, they can make a determination. What's your favorite part of the movie? What? Oh, that's a good question. My favorite parts of the movie, everybody has different ones, but I gotta say, I really love Joan as Brian's mother, and her scenes just crack me up every time. Between her and Alan, who plays Jimmy Peppicelli, I find their performances to be just really entertaining each time, and I've seen this movie probably 8.5 billion times, so that it still has staying power is a good thing. So, anyone else? Oh. Mm-hmm. So how do you come into play? Were you casted, or Doug basically opened his phone and started calling in favors of his friends and stuff. Doug and I knew each other because we would audition against each other for commercials. And we had met the first time for an audition for this series of commercials I did for Hallmark for their Kiss Kiss Bears years ago. And had a big afro. Massive. Anyway, so I met him at that audition, and he and I clicked. Me and this other brother with these dreadlocks, and I don't even know what happened to him, but that's an aside. Doug and I became really good friends, and we would often go hiking and hang out. And one day he said, "Hey, I want you to be in my film." And originally I was going to play Roy the bartender. Then it became Daryl's character, the villain. And then one day we were up at Runyon Canyon hiking, and he said, "Oh yeah, by the way, you're playing the lead." And I was like, "Wait, why am I playing the lead? I thought you were going to play the lead." He originally was going to play the lead, but he felt that he aged himself out of the project, and he didn't want to act anymore at that point. He wanted to do more directing and writing, and he's really good at those things. I've encouraged him always to keep acting and stuff because he's also a good actor. But he let me get in on this, and I was happy just to be in the film. I would have played, look over there guy. You've seen him. Hey, look over there! And he's done. Uncredited, but happy to be there. So, any other questions, concerns? In the back?
I was going to say, I really enjoyed the film, and I'm from Portland, Oregon. Was this featured at that Cinema 21 for the LGBT festival they have up in Portland?
It's funny. I actually was curious as to whether it was going to show up there for that festival. And I actually would have flown up there on my own dime, happily, just to hang with my friends and watch it. And I love Cinema 21 too, by the way. But I don't think it made it up there. I don't know why, but it'll be coming out on Netflix, so everybody can watch it at that point. And maybe when it comes out on limited release, maybe that'll be one of the places it goes. We'll hope.
When do you tentatively start the next sequel?
Right now, Doug is shooting his next film called Welcome Sinners. And upon completion of that film, he'll begin the process of filming the next one. Doug's a workhorse, and I've seen clips from the next film. It's fantastic, guys. As soon as it comes out, come see it. He's becoming a really fine director. This was his first project, so as I had said earlier to some other people, that it has some of its moments that, some of his darlings he couldn't let go and stuff, but it still stayed entertaining. Now he's learned how to streamline everything in a way. It's amazing. He's really a talented director and writer. Yes, sir.
Were there a lot of scenes that didn't make it into the final movie?
Oh yeah. There are a lot of things that didn't make it in, and we shot a lot of stuff, and you really do have to edit it down, because if we don't, then you guys are watching Waterworld, and though we all, I'm sure in here, have a great love for Waterworld, because I can tell, it's like it was like 3 days too long. So you have to kind of edit it down and stuff. So that's what he did. And that's part of also being a a new filmmaker, you just kind of get your style and you figure it out and stuff. But I think we did okay. You guys seem to be still awake, so I mean, I think we edited it down okay. Any other questions? In the back. I'm just talent. I just go to my mark and do what they tell me to do. Doug did, however, say in the sequel, one of the very first things he said in regards to that, he goes, "Oh no, you're gonna have a butt scene. There's gonna be a butt at least." I'm like, all right, anything for the art. My butt? How much? No. That's a whole different movie. Thank you, though. I'm flattered. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anything else? You guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much for coming.